right. Okay, Sarah. So obviously a main concern of this year is going to be the frigid temperatures. So explain a little bit about those warming stations and moving events inside and how people can expect to stay warm this year.
Sure. So 90% of first night is already inside. So luckily we didn't have a whole lot to change, but those few events that are outside, we did move them in. So those outdoor stages that you might be used to, we will still have our Highmark stage. We will still do the fireworks, the Dollar Bank Children's fireworks at 6 and the midnight fireworks with the Rising of the Future of Pittsburgh Ball. Those are still happening outside, but everything else will be moved inside. We'll have the Benedum open all night. Fifth Avenue Place will be open all night. We will have Highmark warming stations throughout the footprint with patio heaters. Highmark is also very generously giving free hot chocolate and free knitted hats while those supplies last, and that'll be near the Allegheny Health Network Family Tent on 7th Street, right by the Benedum Center.
Yeah, and those warming stations, there's 3 different ones people can go to. But for people who have never been to First Night, what can they expect? Is it family friendly? Touch on that a little bit.
It's super family friendly. So we have things for everyone for all ages. So everything will be appropriate for, your grandma or your 5-year-old. It'll be really fun. We have stuff for everything in between as well. So we've got comedy, we've got dance, we're working with Litzberg this year to bring a literary facet. We've got hands-on activities so you can make something and take it home. We've got music, we've got a silent disco in the August Wilson Center. So really there's so much. Oh, fortune telling to see what 2018 will bring you. So really there's something for everyone for sure.
And so for people who have been to First Night, how does this year differ from the past years? And obviously, the big event is the ball drop. So people are expecting that. Is that different than last year? Just touch on past years and this year's development.
No, that'll be the same. The Future of Pittsburgh Ball will rise at midnight on top of Penn Avenue Place as it has for the past few years, which is great. We will have a performance on the Highmark stage, so there will be live music. That'll start at 11:30 and go through till about 12:10 or so. So that performance typically was longer in the past, but because of the frigid temperatures, it's just not safe for a 45-minute performance or so to happen outside. So we did shorten that to a half hour. That headliner has moved inside. Lee Fields and the Expressions will be inside the Benedum Center from 10:30 to 11:30. So that's a change from last year. And the biggest change, I think the biggest notable outdoor change is a lot of people really look forward to our parade that goes down Penn Avenue, and it's just not safe this year to have that outdoors. We use about 500 volunteers to put on this great parade, and it takes about 4 hours for them to set up. And with these extremely cold temperatures, we decided it was better for everyone to move it to a puppet party inside the August Wilson Center. So the bands and the puppets that you look forward to in the parade will be in the lobby of the August Wilson Center. That'll happen from 7:30 to 9, so it's a little bit of a longer block of time than the parade. But that is one of the bigger outdoor changes. We will still have Fire and Ice Plaza on the corner of 9th and Penn. I know that's one that people really look forward to. It kind of sets the scene for First Night. So those performers will still go on outdoors. Their sets will be a little bit shorter, and they'll be going inside to warm up in between their sets. But that'll still happen outside as well.
And for people who are driving down, what do you recommend for them? Where can they get info on parking and transportation, et cetera?
Sure. Everything is on our website, which is trustarts.org/firstnightpgh. You can go to visit and then parking and transportation, and everything should be on there. But the Park PGH app is really, really useful. It gives you all the parking garages nearby, and it updates in real time to tell you spaces that are available.
And last but not least, Pittsburghers can be somewhat of foodies. So I know there's lots of food vendors. So what can they expect as far as yummy comfort food and drinks and things like that?
Well, we're hoping that our food trucks are able to join us again this year. I will say we're a little bit nervous because with the frigid temperature, that does affect our food trucks. So typically we have great trucks like Mac and Gold and BRGR and the Pierogi truck and Nakama, and we're hoping they can all be back this year. If they're not, we'll be sure to update our website and our social media. So be sure to follow us on all those channels, and we'll keep everyone informed.